Hey guys, it's NICOA. Hey, I'm just now going live. I'm actually going to try to do a simulcast, so I'm also live on Instagram. And I just pulled the entire table and all of my stuff out from the rain. It started sprinkling on me. It's a beautiful Sunday morning in spite of the rain. And I just want to say cheers to everybody. Thank you for following as usual. I hope you have your coffee and you're ready for Coffee with NICOA. I want you all to know something. I want you to know that I get it and that I understand and that there's a lot of stuff that you want in your life and you still aren't getting it and you're still trying to figure out how. And believe me, I've been there, I've done that, and I do get it. I do understand that it's hard and you don't always know what to do. I mean, how do you get what you want? And why is it that you've been trying for so long and you still can't figure it out? And maybe you say, I crave this all day long, every day, NICOA. I do what you tell me to do. I observe myself. I ask for what I want. I write it down. And I'm saying all the things that you tell me to say, but I'm still not getting what I want. And the reason you're not getting what you want is because deep down inside, emotionally, subconsciously, you're either afraid of it, you don't think it's available to you, you don't think you deserve it, or as Maston Kipp says, it seems to be some sort of a threat if you did get it, whatever it is for you. And I thought long and hard about that this morning. And I also have been noticing that people are starting to be a lot more mainstream about talking about this, about talking about mental health, right? About talking about what they want and spiritual ways to get that, meaning internally doing work, right? So I want to talk about doing the work today and how it's time for you to really do the work. And I'm not just talking about, okay, let's observe, let's make sure your language and the story you're telling is optimistic and positive. I'm talking about sitting with it. And I posted earlier this week on Instagram, I talked about how I was feeling really overwhelmed. I was fine. I was going through the motions of my day, but I kept feeling like I was going to cry. I was like, what in the world? What is this emotional, deep angst, this anxiety that I'm carrying around with me? Have any of you ever felt it? I see you guys on there following me. Have any of you ever felt that? Just that moment of, oh, I feel overwhelmed, or I feel like I'm going to cry, or I feel sick, and we don't know what it is. So the first step in figuring out what it was for me was to ask, like, so yeah, this is a very big part of the work of the self-awareness. So I have to sit with it, as they say, I have to sit with it and ask, what is this feeling? And sometimes you can't find the answer until you sit still, or you put yourself out into nature, or you open your eyes and you really do the work of inquiry, writing it down. Why do I feel this way? See what the answer is. If the answer is, I don't know. Why don't I know? I'm not sure. Maybe it's because, and you start exploring and you write it down, or you talk with yourself. I always joke with my clients, I'm going to turn you guys into crazy people talking to yourself all the time. But that very first step is to ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? And most of us stop right there. We just go, oh, I don't know. It's just the way I am. That's the way I am. And I don't know what to do about it. I couldn't tell you. And we move on and we numb out and we get busy again and we go call friends and we distract ourselves, or we drink a drink, or we eat some food, or we over exercise, or we lay on the sofa and binge on Netflix for days on end. Sound familiar, right? Been there, done that. But finally, I started realizing that when I was having these emotional feelings, I thought, you know what? I don't like that feeling really that much. I don't really understand it. So I am willing to ask my body and ask my emotional self, hey, what is that? What's going on? And I'm willing to talk about it transparently with the people around me. And I actually did talk about it with my husband on Tuesday. And he said, you know what? Why don't you get on the water? Go do something that fills you back up so you can hear the answer. So I did. I kayaked. I went over to First Island and I'm walking on the beach. And I didn't necessarily feel 100% better when I finished that kayaking experience. But I did feel a little bit more grounded. And all of a sudden, because of the questions I'd asked, I was able to say, oh, What's going on in your life right now, NICOA, that might make you feel sad? And let me be clear. I spent a lot of years trying to not feel and just to stay busy. So I was suppressing those emotions. And the answer I got was, oh, you've got kids leaving the nest this week. You've got a daughter going overseas for a year that you will not necessarily see for a year. You've got another daughter going off to college for the first time. So 2 kids leaving the nest. Oh, yeah. So I asked and I began to uncover, well, what am I making that mean? Well, this is a life transition. I'm making that mean I'm kind of sad. I'm going to miss them. Oh my gosh, a part of me, 2 parts of me are getting ready to go off and not be in our world for a while. That's the first step, guys. You've got to start asking. If you don't do that work, you're not willing. All right. I'm here to tell you, if you're not willing to sit and really dig deep and even ask the 5 whys, why do I feel this way? Why? If you're not willing to do that, then it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to shift. You can still have that emotional feeling every once in a while and numb it out. But I think in this day and age, I don't know what that noise was. Did you hear that? It sounded like a shot. It was the universe reiterating that in this day and age, it's time to do the work. There's different research out there and different people marketing this effort and this practice in order to help change the world. Go get Nicole LePera's book about how to do the work. Go do the research with Byron Katie, the work, and the questions that she asks you to ask. Go do my e-courses and start doing the self-inquiry about your career, about your life by design. Step 1 is ask. Step 2 is then begin to say to yourself, oh, I'm assimilating into this world. I'm assimilating. I'm beginning to see. I'm beginning to embody that thing I crave, that way of being. Oh, when I'm not anxious. Oh, I'm noticing it now. I'm assimilating. I'm bringing it in. I'm seeing when my world actually matches the life by design that I crave. And I'm so grateful. You cannot continue to bring it in if you don't put all your energy on it. So whatever the it is for you, you got to start looking for it. Look around. I'm like, oh, look at that view on the water. Yes, ma'am. That's what I wanted. There it is. Thank you. I want to live in this way. Oh, look at me paying my bills on time. Woo! I write thank you on every bill I pay right on time. I write thank you. And then I even throw the piece of paper away because I'm paying online, right? How are you anticipating? We're getting rained on, guys. How are you assimilating? And then the next piece is to anticipate it. Another big block for you not getting what you want is that you are not believing that you deserve it. And what we tend to do is we bring yesterday's menu into today's restaurant, right? You're like, oh, well, I'm only able to get what was on the menu yesterday because it's the only thing I know. But what I'm asking you to do is step into each day anticipating something new, something better, something exciting. If you don't anticipate it, you will not attract it. If you don't anticipate it, you will not attract it. So put yesterday's menu, throw it away, ask for today's menu. What's on today's menu? What might be possible in my life by design? What might I attract today? Am I anticipating the thing I asked for? I wonder if today's the day I'm going to meet the man of my dreams. I wonder if today's the day I'm going to get that job offer I craved. If you spend more time focusing on the reason that you don't have it, or, oh my God, I don't have that new job yet, or I can't believe I haven't met anybody, then that is what you are creating more of. So you're going to ask yourself, you're going to do the self-inquiry about why I feel this way, why I don't have what I don't have, or why I crave what I crave. Really understand it. See if you can really let go of anything getting in your way. Then you're going to assimilate into when it is showing up. Oh, I like what I see. This is my new way of being. And then you're going to anticipate every day the things you crave and believe you deserve it. And last but not least, just start acting as if. Start telling people, oh yeah, I happen to work here, but my real career is ABC. Or, nope, haven't met the man of my dreams yet, but I anticipate it any day now. I'm sure the universe will provide. And when you believe that, and if you're still struggling with getting to that root cause and releasing that block and that self-love and that self-belief that anything is possible and available to you, then go get some help. Go talk to a counselor. Go get a coach. Talk to me about rapid transformational therapy. Do anything necessary to get you what you want. Otherwise, Stop complaining about it. Stop wallowing in it. Because I tell you one thing, in this day and age, you have permission now to mainstream this topic. You can do the work, and you do not have to sit in the corner and suffer any longer. Everybody's doing the work, and it's time for you to do it too, so you can get what you want. Hashtag Life by Design. I'm going to post this on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks for following. And let me know in the comments what you think about getting what you want.